Hi, Four School friends. Are you ready to start our day 2? Let's start first by saying hello to our good friend Jesus. Let's fold our hands, close our eyes, and pray to him. Okay, let's pray. Hello, Jesus. We love you. Help us be like you today when we work, in what we say, and how we play. Amen. Hello, Four School friends. How are you? Hello, Four School friends, how are you? It is time to start our day. We are here to work and play. Hello, Four School friends, how are you? And I hope you're really good today. So today is Wednesday, April 22. Our shape is a diamond. It's the color blue. Azul is how we say blue in Spanish. And our nursery rhyme is Mary, Mary, quite contrary. And we're going to echo it one more time, and then I think we might be ready to say it all together, okay? So let's say it with me echoing, with you echoing me, okay? Mary, Mary, quite contrary. How does your garden grow? With silver bells and cockle shells and pretty maids all in a row. So for Bible today, I want you to practice those Bible words again. And our Bible story today is called Jesus Goes to Heaven. So I want you to listen to Mrs. Leatherman read that story about Jesus going to heaven. Okay, and remember our letter this week is, what letter? Do you remember it? Letter N. And N says N, N, N for Nigel Night Owl. And we're going to practice in our taking a paper from your packet. This is a page that we would always do on Fridays, but we're going to do it today on Wednesday. So this is our extra handwriting page. And so remember, first we practice tracing those ends. Okay, so let's remember, we're going to go start at the smiley face. Big line down, frog jump, slanted line down, stop, big line up. Okay, let's do it again. Big line down, frog jump, slanted line down, stop, big line up. Big line down, frog jump, slanted line down, stop, big line up, big line down, frog jump, slanted line down, stop, big line up. Okay, now we're going to try to trace it and make it. Okay, so make sure you're watching and do what I do, okay? So we're first going to do big line down, trace it, big line down, make it. Okay, then we're going to hop back over here, slanted line down, trace it, slanted line down, make it, big line up, trace it, big line up, make it. Let's try it again, okay? Remember to just take your time and do your best. Big line down, trace it, big line down, make it. Slanted line down, trace it, slanted line down, make it. Big line up, trace it, big line up, make it. Okay, capital N. So for today, the rest of, for learning about letters, I hope that you all had fun making Nigel Night Owl. If you didn't make it, you could do that today. But I want you to practice writing all the capital letters that we've learned so far. And if you can't remember how to make them, you could just trace over the letters in your pages in your workbook, or all the ways to write them are in the back of your workbook. So try to practice writing all the letters that we've learned so far. And don't just write them on paper. Maybe you could have your mom or dad put some shaving cream on the table or on a placemat, and you could practice writing letters in shaving cream. That's fun. Maybe you could, if you have a sandbox or a little place of dirt, you could get a stick and practice writing in some sand or some dirt. Maybe you could write with some blocks, or just be creative. Think of different ways and different things that you could try to write the letters that we've learned in, okay? All right, in our number book, we are on number 7, and I realized that I forgot to tell you last week to make sure you color number 6 on your cover. Okay, so make sure that you do that. We're not going to do that right now, but after we're done with page 7, you can color number 6 and color number 7. Okay, and remember to use different colors. Don't just color it all one color. All right, so we're going to find number 7 in our number books. Okay, so I'll give you a minute to find number 7. It looks like this. Okay. All right, so we're going to practice tracing number 7s first, okay? So you're going to go across the sky, stop, slide down from heaven. Across the sky. Oh, this is not very easy. Let's see if I can get that a little better. Across the sky, stop, slide down from heaven. Across the sky, stop, slide down from heaven. You have to make sure you stop so you make that point, okay? Across the sky, stop, slide down from heaven. That's the way to make a 7. Across the sky, stop, slide down from heaven. Across the sky, stop, slide down from heaven, okay? Hopefully you'll do better on those than Mrs. Cole did. That's not easy to try to write that way, and when my paper's not flat on the table, but I figured this would be a better way for you to see how to do it, okay? All right, now in this place, this is our 10 frame, okay? So you can either draw 10 circles, or if you have some dot stickers, we would want to show 7 on our 10 frame by making 7 dots with either drawing them or with stickers, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then remember, we hop back down here. We always go from the left to the right, okay? So that's a way to show 7 on our 10 frame. Now, before we do any more, did you find some different ways that you can show 7 on your fingers? So we could do like on our 10 frame, 5 and 2, right? That makes 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can also do, no, actually, that's all you can do. Mrs. Cole was first going to say you could do 6 and 1, but you would need to borrow because we don't have 6 fingers on our hand. But 6 and 1 is also another way to show 7. So if you had a die, you'd need 2 dice now to show 7, because we could have a dice that has 6 dots and then 1 dot, okay? Now, here's another way you can show 7, okay? 3 and 4. Okay, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So different ways to show 7, right? Okay, now, before we start writing 7, let's hop down here. And I want you to find all the 7s in that number box and put a circle around them, okay? Make sure you're looking for a number that looks like this. All right, so here's one, right? So you're going to put a circle around it. Okay, here's one. Okay, so find all the 7s and put circles around them, okay? I'll give you a second to do that. How many did you find? Here's one. And here's one. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you find 4 7s? All right, now we're gonna try to practice writing a 7 in this space, okay? So I think I'm gonna get that nice and close. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna first make that line across, and look at it, goes right on top of that top line, okay? And then you're gonna just slide down and stop when you get to that bottom line. So I think 7 will be pretty easy for you. So then remember to use your finger, leave a little space, little line across the top, slanted line down to the bottom, okay? Leave a space. Across the sky, stop, slide down from heaven. That's the way to make a 7. Let's try one more. Across the sky, stop, slide down from heaven. That's the way to make a 7. Okay? So I think 7 with no curves in it, that would be pretty easy. Okay? Give it a try. All right. Now we're going to do the coloring too. That's the way to show 7 too. So let's count how many pumpkins we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops, let's start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we almost counted to 7, but we did one more. We counted to 8. So friends, you're going to color all of the pumpkins except one. Leave one pumpkin blank, okay? And Mrs. Cole's not going to color those right now, but you can color to show 7 pumpkins, okay? Now, if you want to pause the video to finish that coloring, you may do that. But we're going to do that, our social emotional again. And do you remember on day 1, this picture that I showed you? Those girls were having a problem, weren't they? They were fighting, and they were both wanting to play with that firefighter jacket, right? Their names were Riley and Donna, and they were both mad, and they were having strong feelings because they both wanted to have that firefighter coat, and we know that that doesn't work. So they needed to calm their bodies down, and they needed to talk about the problem. And we're learning about this week how to come up with a solution to the problem. So if we look at this picture right here, we can tell that they did come up with a solution, didn't they? After they calmed their bodies down, they are thinking and talking about safe solutions. So what would be some safe solutions to that problem? They could take turns, right? Maybe they could play something else. Maybe one could wear the firefighter jacket and the other could wear the hat and the boots, right? But when you have a problem, we just have to remember that there are those steps to solve the problem. Calming your bodies down first, because you don't want to be angry and mad, because then you might hurt feelings because you'll say things that aren't kind. So you do that belly breathing, you talk to someone, you talk about the problem, and then you come up with ways to solve the problem, okay? So you can maybe even think of some more ways to solve their problem, to come up with solutions. And you can talk about these pictures some more with your mom or dad if you want to. Okay, so just remember that we're learning how to solve problems. And whenever you have strong feelings, you need to calm down first. And then when you calm down, you use some words to say the problem, to talk about the problem. And then you think of some safe solutions. Okay? Now, for day 2, some extra activities that I want you to do are, if it's nice outside, you could make a hopscotch. And you might not even know what a hopscotch is, so you would need to talk to mom or dad about that. But a hopscotch is a good way to draw, practice drawing some boxes, some squares. You could practice writing your numbers. Hopscotch is good to move your body, hopping on one foot, hopping on 2 feet. So maybe you can try to make a hopscotch. Another thing you can do is in your workbook on page 63, so if you did the fun shapes page on the other day, page 62, there's another fun page with shapes, and it's with Matt Man, and it's using different shapes for his body. So you can give that a try if you want to. And then I will see you for our last day of the week on Friday. Bye.